some people in our audience, they want to move into a role like that at a place like Emory. Like what is a clinical research coordinator? What did you do at Emory?
Yeah. So when I first started working at Emory, I actually didn't go in as a coordinator. I went in as a senior research interviewer, which was, a step below the coordinator, because your responsibilities are a little bit different. But it was really the first time I had ever done any work like that. I worked on a study that was looking at how to measure how much tobacco residue was in people's homes, like was actually present if you were a smoker. We were actually sending devices out to people's homes to capture the amount of tobacco residue in their
Oh,
homes,
interesting.
in their cars. It was really amazing to see the data come back from that. And so I was interviewing participants over the phone. With I mean, it was the longest interview ever, you all. Um, but I would interview them with a ton of questions. I would ask about our device, and then I would do like follow-up calls with them. And so that gave me like that type of exposure that I never had in that type of scenario, because I wasn't meeting the people in person. It was all over the phone. And at that time, we weren't texting. Like you were getting the information and you were entering it and you were sitting in a cubicle, and it wasn't glamorous at all. But I loved it. I loved every minute of it. And so that was my introductory into it. And what I want to say to that is the reason I landed there was because I had trained someone at a previous position, right? When I was working at the Marcus Autism, I trained someone who went on to do amazing things. And she was now working at Emory. And she said, "Hey, I'd love to bring you on." And because I had made that connection and I had, created that relationship, years before, when they had an opportunity, she was like, I want you to come. And so she facilitated an interview, and I got in. And I know it's typically not that easy. I mean, I talk to people all the time and they say, "Oh my gosh, how do you get in with no experience?" And I technically didn't have experience, but it's connections, it's relationships. Those
Yeah,
like what
absolutely. And we work with our students and we tell them that all the time, that not only when they come and work with us are they getting the training, but they're meeting people like you who, well, you're not at Emory anymore, but you're at PPD, you were at Emory, you have the connections, and we have I don't know if you know this, we now have over, I think, 1,500 of our graduates working across the industry at all these institutions. Think of all of those connections.